The average handyman costs around £30 an hour, so having a versatile tool to help you do simple tasks yourself could save you a few quid.
Personally, I find the sense of achievement from a job well done priceless.
Which is where these handy gadgets come in.
Multitools claim to be able to perform a variety of DIY tasks, potentially avoiding you having to shell out for a costly professional.
They can grind, saw and sand. Great for getting out old grout, trimming doors to size, or even upcycling some old furniture.
But which is best value, a premium multi-tool or a budget one?
To find out, I've got two models from both ends of the price scale. My premium pick is this cordless DeWalt for £189.99. It comes with 2 batteries and 4 cutting blades, plus a scraper, saw and sander. My budget choice is from Von Haus, at less than a quarter of the price. Like most budget models, it's corded rather than battery-powered, and it comes with 1 universal blade, plus a scraper, saw and sander. To put these multi-tools to the test, I've come to the workshop of professional furniture upcycler Melanie Wright.
Melanie, great to see you. Tell me what you do here.
So we take vintage pieces of furniture like this chest of drawers and turn it into bathroom vanities like this.
Do you use multi-tools?
We do. We actually use them for adjusting the drawers so that we don't obstruct the pipework.
Ah, right.
Like this.
I see.
And also we use the sander to sand the pieces of wood.
Right.
Today, me and the multi-tools are going to help Melanie sand down and cut a chest of drawers. And in the process, we'll decide which model offers the best value. First, sanding with the premium DeWalt.
We'd need to start with the coarse grit, and then we will move down to the finer grit so that you get that nice, smooth, sleek finish.
The DeWalt's head oscillates at up to 20,000 RPM. Sanding pads cost £4 for a pack of 5 and are easy to remove and replace.
They're easy with the Velcro.
The DeWalt's done half the sanding. Time to see how the budget model compares.
Let's move on to the Von Haus.
This is mains powered with a rating of 280 watts.
It might be noisier.
Von Haus says it also oscillates at up to 20,000 RPM. The pads are just as easy to change as on the premium multi-tool, and at £14 for 25, are slightly cheaper per pad than the DeWalt's. So far, the Von Haus is noisier, but doing a similar job, though Melanie's noticing a benefit of the budget model.
This has got a sponge part on it. So when you're doing the detailed round here, it helps. Sometimes you can go too hard on there and you can take chunks out of the detailing, but with having that, it manipulates against the profile. I'm quite impressed with that.
Interesting.
The budget tool could be better for details. But how do they compare on the top? The DeWalt is on the left, Von Haus on the right.
To me, it's the same. It feels the same.
I agree with you.
And it looks the same. There's no scratches or such like. They're both even.
So, no need to pay more if you're mainly sanding. Now for cutting the drawers. So there's space for plumbing, which means swapping the sanding attachment for a cutting blade.
With the DeWalt, you need to squeeze this here.
Yep.
And then lift up the head. There we go. And then I'd want this on a tilt, like that.
Really?
But you can have this blade in different positions, depending on which way you want to cut, OK?
Right.
But for this purpose, I want it at this angle, OK? The only thing I would say, it is a little bit stiff.
It takes a bit of effort.
It does, but you can hear it click in.
The premium model is cutting easily. And as these are for amateurs like me,
I've got a bit of cutting to do.
I'm cutting the next piece.
Don't push.
Oh, right.
You need to take
It's
out...
getting a bit straighter now. I think it's, for me, I need to stand a bit more.
OK, if that's how you...
The premium DeWalt works well for pros and amateurs. Now to swap from sanding to cutting with the budget Von House.
It's a bit of a different system, so they have an Allen key here.
Ooh, I can see this is immediately a little more tricky.
So there we go. I just need to get myself in position and then pop the nut back on, tighten it up.
My turn.
There we go, look at that. You cut right on the line and it's nice and straight.
2 drawers cut out and planks cut to size. Time to compare them side by side.
What do you think of the quality of the cut?
It's the same, really. When you're feeling along the lines here, there's nothing that's standing out and sort of hurting my finger at all. So, yeah, I think they're like for like on that.
OK.
Yeah.
Well, here are my 2 planks, and I don't think there's that much to choose between them.
No, I think that they've cut well, haven't they?
Yes.
Overall, there's little between them. And today, at least, neither battery life nor a corded connection has caused us any issues. So, for cutting and sanding, which offers best value?
Is it the premium DeWalt at £189.99 or the budget Von House at less than a quarter of the price, £39.99?
Well, I found that they both sanded very well, but what I liked about the Von House was the sponge element on the sander.
The Von House sort of edged to victory on the first round of the sanding,
yes,
and on the second round?
I think they both did very well with the cutting action. They did what they were supposed to do.
Considering the enormous difference in price, personally, I think you've got to say the Von House is the best value for money.
I would agree with that, John.